I've seen a lot of change, been through a lot of pain. Some things are not the same as they were a year ago, but all will be okay. I move on each and every day. The past is where it stays, way back a year ago.
Welcome back, everybody, to our Diego Simeone recreation series. We have done brilliant off camera. We managed to win all games 4-0, actually. I just realised 3 in a row there's 4-0. A lot of clean sheets off camera. We obviously got ourselves through in the Champions League as well, which was nice. And we'll see who we have in a second. So, you can see there, actually, it's Liverpool. I forgot that was in the list there. So there you can see it's Liverpool we're going to have in Champions League. So that's going to be, I think, the next episode already after this one. So today's episode, we've got Villarreal in the Cup final and then, Cup semi-final. And then we may do the final and we'll definitely do the Sevilla game. So we'll do potentially 2 of the Cup games, but we'll also do the Sevilla game to make sure we get a league game in as well, which I think is the most important thing, at least at this stage. And the next episode will be probably Getafe and Liverpool, or Liverpool and Elche, depends on how things are looking. So league table looks like this. We are currently 7 points clear of Villarreal, 8 points clear of Real Madrid, and 9 points clear of Barcelona. Now, again, we need to be careful with getting carried away with this because we do play Real Madrid and Barcelona both away in the second half of the season, which could be 2 defeats. That brings everybody 6 points closer to us. If we get a draw against one of them, that would be nice. I mean, I would hope we can get draw one of them, but I'm not going to rest my any money on it. But I mean, 19 games played, so 17 wins, 2 losses, 10 goals conceded. That's pretty good. So if you were to look at that, after 38 games, we should have in and around 20 goals conceded. It'd probably be slightly more because we play Real Madrid and Barca away, so maybe add a couple of goals in. But you'd expect us to be below Simeone's real life total of the 13-14 season, right? Which is incredible. That's exactly what we're trying to do here, or match it at least, and get close to it. So that's brilliant. So that's good news. Let's see if it sustains. In terms of chances, I've got zero interest in selling anybody and buying anybody. I want to keep the squad exactly the same. I know we're a bit short potentially at striker if Tammy Abraham was to get injured long term. I mean, that's the only thing that might happen. We might get another striker, even just on loan or something, just to be a threat over a long-term injury. But we've got, Coney fractures lower leg. I forgot about that. So. But we withstand that. We managed to withstand that injury pretty well. And by this point now, as soon as the transfer window ends in 3 weeks' time, he's already nearly back fit, or close to it. So there's no point in signing such a field player or anything to that nature. So yeah, today we play Villarreal. Let's see how we get on in the Spanish Super Cup semi-final. And the other one is, of course, Barcelona versus Real Madrid. One funny thing to note is that I did put a little friendly against our B team after the winter break, and we lost. So we managed to lose our own B team. Actually, it's a pretty good team. I just realised he's played Buendia right back, the assistant manager, and he's put Xavi Samuel right wing. So there's something weird about Gabby sometimes. I always feel like that he almost doesn't want us to do well, like some of the team talks he gives, and then that, I don't know. But anyway, that's what happened. So the team's going to be pretty standard. It's going to be all black and gold, Renan Lodi, Skriniar, Lacroix sitting across the back with Barella, Bellingham, Musial, Andreas in the middle, then Sadiq and Abraham up front. And we are going to take over team talk duties like we normally do. We'll say we are Aston Villa. Aston Villa? Villarreal. What's going on there? We owe Villarreal something from our last game. I don't know what it was, but it must have been a loss. Right, so we're going to play our 4-4-2. Nice. Love that. They're going to play a 4-3-3 single pivots with a couple of losses recently as well. And we're underway. And an instant highlight potentially here. The Qua has it. Plays it in behind to Tammy Abraham. Doesn't quite get there. And Villarreal are going to play out and play wide to Yeremina. And we get it back here. Andreas has it. Goes inside, plays it to Nicola Barella, carries on with it, keeps travelling with it, plays it into Andreas on the left-hand side, cuts in, almost gives it away, gets it back, crosses it far post, Tammy Abraham goes up, Musiala hits it, and what a goal, 1-0 to Atleti, what a start from the boys, come on. I really like this animation for Musiala's finish, it looks really nice, didn't it? Let's have a look again. Oh, look at that. Stood from a dead position, having to hit the ball on the volley, getting over the ball and keeping it low, really nice. Nice animation. Okay, brother, free kick, whips it in. It's flicked in by Tammy Abraham. Let's go to the Qua. Keeper collects it easily. He's going to collect it. And what's he going to do with this? He's going to stand on it. He's going to go long eventually. Whose highlight is this going to be? Oh, we've missed it. Only gets to it, though. Musiala heads it down. They put it across to their left winger. They go through. They're going to score. Penalty. Penalty for Villarreal. Pro takes it. And keeper saves it. Yes, come on, boys. Also, they'll get complacent to the boys. Got the ball left-hand side. Andreas puts in a tackle. Failed tackle. It's got in. Renan Lodi gets it. Now Oblak whacks it longer to Tammy. Tammy's going to get there. Flicks it on Sadiq. He's through. Sadiq's going to go through. He's going to shoot. He's going to score. What a long ball counter-attack. Okay, Paul has it. Paul Torres. He's going to take a few touches. He's going to play out to Byrne. That can't be Dan Byrne. That can't be Dan Byrne at left back for them, is it? Oh, it is. Oh, my God. They got Dan Byrne at left back, Villarreal. Okay. 6'7" left back. Januzaj has it. Plays it to Ethan Martin to... Oh, such before they score. They score. It's a bit far out to go completely defensive, but it's not far off it. Another highlight. Bettina gets it back to Skriniar, to Barella, to Thuram. Thuram drives with it. Looks for options. Got past Ndaku. He's on side. He's going to go through. He's going to shoot necessarily. And I think that's going to make us go defensive. So I think we just go to this as normal, I think. It's been pretty good for us, I think, generally. And they're a bit 2-1 to Atletico Madrid, and it's going to be another game for us on today's episode. We're going to have our third game. We're going to have our cup final. Okay, so we get Barcelona in the Super Cup final. It's going to come up right now. It's going to be our first chance to win. This is going to be our first chance to win a trophy. Well, we did get to the Spanish Cup final last year, but we lost it, obviously. We lost 4-0. So this could be our first trophy to win in the series, which would be nice, despite the fact we don't really, if we're being perfectly honest, we don't really care about it, but it'd be nice to win as well. Same team, pretty much going to go out there again, same exact team. We'll see how we get on. Come on, let's see. Right, we'll say the fans. Right, so they're playing a 4-3 single pivots. It's a beatable team, I reckon, for us. And we have got our 4-4-2, looking pretty good, I think. It's been all Barcelona so far. They've had all the shots on goal. They've got all the XG. Everything's in their favour. And this is a typical late performance. If we can score the first goal, we could be in business here. There's no indication that's going to happen, though, because we've not had a single shot yet. But you never know. Musiala has it. Travels with it, plays with Tammy Abraham. Tammy Abraham gives it away. They retain the ball. They're going to be through here. Ansu Fati could be onside. Plays it across. He is onside. Lewandowski gets a shot from distance. It's dangerous. It's the bar. It's cleared. Instant highlight afterwards. Koundé has it, throws into Lewandowski. Flicks onto nobody. Skriniar back to the keeper. Oblak's going to collect it. Now, if he wants to go up to the striker, let's give Tammy a go right here. Here we go. Either of the strikers will do. That'll do. As long as it goes to one of them. Flicked on. Tammy Abraham's in. Is he going to finish it? Oh, yes, we've stolen it. We've got our first goal after having no shots on goal. They've had all the shots. They must have one XG by this point. We've scored our first shot of the game. See, it does happen for human managers as well. It's not just the AI that get these things, see? Yeah, absolutely incredible. Flicks it on. Goes through. So I'm just looking at the monitor here. As sometimes some weird things pop up on my screen that you don't see. So it's something to do with my screen here because it's not the actual game that's doing it. So that's why I keep looking to the sides in this episode a little bit because, yeah, like the screen will flicker for me temporarily. I check and it's not happening on that one. It's just a screen for me. Andreas, Renan Lodi, plays it across, headed away. Nicola Barella doesn't quite get there. Now Jude Bellingham does. Andreas, Lodi, Tammy. Yeah, is it a goal? Is it a goal? It is a goal. It's two for Atleti. Wow, we've stolen this game. We haven't won it yet, but if it stays as it is, we've stolen this. It's a proper, beautiful, defensive Simeone Atleti performance, isn't it? It's just fantastic. Oh, look at that. You can't teach that. 2-0. Right, we'll say Born winners. Yeah, say that. Okay, Andreas off Buendia on. We'll take off Renan Lodi and put on Gutierrez as well. Okay, Musiala's got a knock, so he's going to come off. We'll throw on. I think Jude Bellingham has to go wide here, and we'll throw on Thuram as the CDM. Gutierrez throws it into Thuram. That's Gutierrez. Cross to Sadiq. It's headed. It's in. That is it. We're going to win our first trophy. Atletico Madrid. It's going to be the Spanish Super Cup, and we've done it in the most beautiful fashion. I mean, we're just going to skip past this and look at the stats a second here. We're a bit more XG now, but there was one point where they had all their 9 shots. To be fair, they've not really had a shot since they conceded the goal, have they? Their XG is quite high. And to be fair, if you look at that, they've had, I think maybe only 5 shots since we scored. I think they had 11 shots when we scored. And they're actually 1.8. That's quite high for a team that hasn't scored and doesn't have a penalty. So we probably got a little bit fortunate as well. I think Lewandowski's misses a big one. So they're about to have a highlight here. It's going to be a corner cleared away. This game's over, lads. Let's just celebrate. Let's get the champagne out. Absolutely love it. Dembele, he scores one. It's going to be too late, though, I think. It's an highlight. Sadiq, Thuram. If they were to score again right now, I'd be slightly concerned. Barella to Skriniar. Skriniar into Gutierrez to Sadiq. Back to Gutierrez. Is he off? Yeah, he is. Left he's offside. It should be okay to get now in position. Get back in position. That's it, strikers. You stay there. Stay on the pivots. Stay on the pivots. They've gone to a 4-2-3-1. Well, they did a long time ago, actually. To Abraham here has it. Now Gutierrez has options. Got to release it. Don't dribble with it. Good ball. City play it across goal. Oh, he scored. He's routed it through himself. He scored. Atleti win it 4-1. Game over. Get the champagne. And there you have it. Atletico Madrid have won the Super Cup. We did absolutely brilliant. Not just to win the trophy, but to do it in our style, you know. They had the first 9-10 shots of the game. We scored on our first shot. We scored on our second shot. We went 2-0 up before they'd even realised we hit them, after they dominated the game in terms of possession, XG, final third passes, of pitch tilt, field tilt. Every single metric, they dominated the game. We bloody battered them. 4-1 in the end. Love it. Love this team at the moment. And we're looking good going forward if we can do this to them at a neutral venue, right? So if we can beat them 4-1 at a neutral venue, surely we can draw away. Maybe. We'll see. And there it is, 4-1. Well done, boys. Good celebrations. Love that. We'll say congratulations. Okay, that's absolutely brilliant. I will see you in a few days for the Sevilla game. Big game away from home. One of our few tough away games left that isn't Barcelona or Real Madrid. So, like, you lose here, it brings them very close because they're only like 6 months behind them, right? Or less. So, big game. Okay, here we go then. So, the only difference is that for this game, we can actually have everyone on the bench. Koke is going to go to PSG, I think. He's had a contract from them and from Inter, but he'll probably go to PSG, I would expect. Which is good for him. End of the season. I may not need one. You know, if we win everything this year, I think that would be the end of it, wouldn't it? I've got to be honest with you. I think this season, if we win the league, this would be the last season because that's the aim. Win the Champions League, that's great, but it's not as ideal for me in this save because in real life, they got to the final and lost. So it's not as prevalent to me as like in the Pep one from last year in FM23. You know, his Barcelona team did win the Champions League, so it was different. This one, not so much. So I'm not as bothered about it for this particular team in this recreation. But we'll get on with this anyway. Big game. Let's go. Come on, Letty. We'll say, fans. So they're deploying a 4-3-3. It always worries me Gomez is up front, even though it shouldn't. But for some reason, he always seems to score from there against us. Well, against me and any team, really. Lodi has it. Travels with it. He plays it across to nobody. So he keeps dribbling. Goes through penalty. Surely if it's got to be a penalty. It is. Tammy Abraham's going to take it. Yes, we needed that. Good early goal for us. Come on. 1-0 Letty. Ritzingo has it. Throws in Tammy Abraham. Tammy Abraham has it. Goes past one place to Jude Bellingham. Jude Bellingham shoots. Goal. 2-0. That's going to probably be game over as well. Thank Christ for that. Big, tough away game. Should be out the way for us now. Good little finishes from Jude. I like this. One of our sort of new finishes, I think, this year, isn't it, that we've seen where they sort of get to the situation here. And I think that in FM, I mean, he's hit that pretty powerful. But I think in FM22, I think he goes near post and the keeper just saves it. But he's trying to hit across the goalkeeper, and the keeper probably should have done slightly better. That's right in the corner. Well done. And the keeper sort of anticipated it's going near post a little bit. Okay, better from the back short, apparently. When Lodi gets it, travels with it. Keeps going, goes past one. Plays it to Sadiq, doesn't quite get there. Andreas gets it back. Andreas goes through. Is he going to score? He is. 3 for Atleti. We're good at finish at the moment. 3-0. We'll say we're pleased with the performance so far. The score reflects that. Got to make a change, actually. Sadiq's got a knock. I didn't notice that. So he's going to come off and put on Vitinho, I think, as just the other striker for now. We've been pretty solid in these games, haven't we? We've looked always comfortable in all of them. We've got ourselves ahead. We've sort of stayed ahead and always seem to have looked like the better side, which I think is really good for us long term. We'll take off him then, put on Buendia as well on the left-hand side. I've been pretty impressed with this. It's been pretty good, generally. And they have it 3-0 to Atletico Madrid. Brilliant stuff. One of the tougher away games left in the season. We've just beaten them. As well, I think that the other side, have they played? I think they dropped points. They were top of the league by 10. Just double-checking that. I know game in hand, sorry, they've not played. That's what it is. None of them have played, actually. Right, so that's the state of play. We're currently 10 points clear. They have a game in hand, though. And the other sides have games in hand. Yet they've not played in league matches either. So that was a good episode. We won our first trophy in the series. We won 3-0 away to Sevilla in a league match, which is fantastic. Now, next episode, we've got a lot of home games coming up, which we should be winning. That we may not, but we should, right? So I don't think there's any point in coming back for anything until we play. I think Liverpool and maybe Elche away, because that's a tougher game than the Getafe at home, I would have thought, at least at this stage right now. But anyway, it'll be Liverpool, either be Getafe Liverpool or Elche and Liverpool. It might be Getafe Liverpool just to space out a little bit so we come back a game closer, and there's a little bit more of a gap between Liverpool, and then it'll be Liverpool Barca, I think will be the next And then we Liverpool, Barcelona, I think, the episode after that. So, brilliant. All I can say is thank you to all of you for watching. Hope you're still enjoying the series, and I'll see you all next time.